right, Kitty, are you ready to rock and roll? We're gonna rock this out. Take a little drink. Get this started. Here we go. It is grocery haul day. I cannot wait to hammer this out. Here we go. Okay, I've got this. Everything. Hey, where did that go? I have everything. Completely, yes. Good morning, Wendy. How are you doing today? You ready for this grocery haul? I'm super pumped. Literally, this is how I got pumped, eating plants like this. We're gonna do the class this week of all classes, the class that everybody should be in. Where do you get your protein? How do we recover from exercise? Exercise is one of the pillars of lifestyle medicine. So of course I want you guys learning how to rest and recover and feel your best. So you ready for this grocery haul? Got some of the heavier stuff up here. I didn't want to be picking it up. Give it a minute before everybody gets in here. I'm getting ready to rip off this grocery haul. This week's class is going to be dedicated to recovery from exercise and what are the best foods. We're going to be doing a kale taco salad, lentil tacos, watermelon gazpacho, and a mango chia pudding. I just ran in here like a maniac. Let me take my breath, give everybody a second to get in here. And let's just hear on a scale of 1 to 10. 10 is I'm so motivated. I'm so high energy. And 1 is I'm practically asleep, Stephanie. Let's kick it into high gear. Good morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Good afternoon to some of you out here. Just got back from the pool in the groceries. I am in the grocery store with you. Oh, this is going to be glorious. This is going to be glorious. Super pumped for this grocery haul. And also, before I get going, dun, 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 let's see how much I spent. And this morning, Donna, thank you, Donna, for always checking me out at the grocery store. She said, Stephanie, this is almost like the same price every week. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 is high energy. Where are you guys at this morning? Because if you're not at a 10, you're going to be by the time you're done with this. I'm glad you're walking. I'm glad you're at the grocery store. I'm glad you're at the gym listening to me on what plants are for rest and recovery. We're going to have an amazing class. But first, let's talk about these plants to help me start kicking butt. You guys, I did almost 110 miles on my bike last week. I love riding my bike. I went from crippled to cranking. Seriously, this was me in my 30s. This was me in my 30s. The only bike I had in my life is that little tricycle right there, and I could barely keep up with my kids in my 30s. But a lot has changed since I've been bringing home groceries like these. So let's get ready for this grocery haul with it all. How I lost 100 pounds, how everybody at Plantspiration is crushing it, because I'm Stephanie Ignafo, lifestyle medicine coach, plant-based nutrition expert, and founder of Plantspiration, where people are actually making diet and lifestyle changes that stick. Hello. No, these are called halos. And right here, you guys, you've got vitamin C. This is one of the best things for high energy. I mean, we're talking high energy. How about some bromelain right here? You want to talk about repairing your body, feeling good? We have pineapple. Pineapple is great to just cut up and eat, for goodness sakes. People are out there looking for a snack. Stephanie, what do I get for a snack? It's that easy. Nice and easy without the diseasey. We also have some watermelon here because I'm making watermelon gazpacho for the first time in tomorrow night's class. You're going to experience it with us. So get in there, because watermelon is one of the best foods for recovery after workout. It's the best. It's great for men. It's great for your muscles. It's great for hydration. It's great for viscosity of your blood. I'm talking about high energy food. So let's get going right here. I brought home some bread. This stuff is Char gluten-free bread. Sometimes I bring it home for Johnny Boy. There you go. Good thing it's padded, okay? We could toss that around. We've got some lemons, more vitamin C. I can't even remember what I'm using lemons for in this week's recipe. Oh, probably the taco kale salad. I brought that to my first pop-up. People were afraid of the kale until they started eating it. And I was like, kale, yeah. We've got bananas. Bananas are loaded with potassium, with fiber, with things. This is what I put on my bike. This is what I bring on my bike. Do not leave home without them, okay? This is high energy, okay? Bananas. All day, every day. These, you guys look at this. I feel like Vanna White. These are simple. These are easy. They're inexpensive. You can take them on the go. You don't even need to cook them. You don't need to prep them. You just need to put them in your purse and you need to eat your plants off. That's how we're getting some high energy right here. This is high energy, okay? One and done right there. What else do we have here? Well, of course, we've got blueberries. We're talking about the mother of antioxidants. If you want to recover from these workouts, this is what we need, not no powders, okay? Look at this right there. Here we go, onions. We've got antioxidants in here. We've got things that make your food taste great. I'm sure nobody cares about all these onions, but they're allium. These are one of the top 3 cancer fighter foods when it comes to plants. You know what I mean? Let me get these onions out here. These things contain powerful stuff to reduce inflammation. So this is why we're going to be putting onions in a lot of the recipes tomorrow night. Oh my gosh. If you guys see my watermelon running off, please scream. We've got a couple of avocados. I'm going to be putting this in. I mean, we need some of these fats. We're talking about doing 100 miles. We're talking about going on our to our gym and lifting weights. We're talking about planking. We're also talking about how to make some mango chia pudding. Somebody at Plantspiration is absolutely crushing it. And it appears as though as soon as she started making this mango pudding of hers, lit. Let's go. We're going to be doing some mango pudding. Talk about some easy, without the diseasey, high energy snacks right here. Grapes, you could take these everywhere you go. Grapes are loaded with hydration. They're loaded with fiber, vitamins, minerals. We've got some healthy fats in here and some raw cashews. Let me be honest with you guys. I'm eating raw cashews. Every week I make a cashew Parmesan cheese, okay? 3/4 cup of cashews. I think it's 3 tablespoons of nutritional yeast, maybe a 1/4 teaspoon of garlic or more, and some salt, and that's it. So there you go with that. We have onions coming out all over the place here. Oh, and I've also got some jicama. Let's talk about this stuff. It's prebiotic fiber, gut support. You're going to be healing while you're actually recovering from working out. I'm telling you, I'm going to talk to you about the best stuff. Oh my gosh, high energy right here. Anti-inflammatory. This stuff is great for you. Ginger. I have ginger all the time. It's great. What else do we have? Ugh. We're making, what are we making? We're making lentil tacos, of course. So let's talk about these carbs, okay? Let's talk about these slow release carbs when you're resting in recovery. Every time I see a horse out on the bike trails, I point out these beautiful herbivores that they are. Horses are herbivores. They're getting everything they need from whole grains, from grass. They don't eat meat, and neither do I, because that ain't meat. Let's talk about some omega-3s. These are powerful things when we're talking about recovering. I'm all about people getting to nourish, to flourish, because that's high energy. You guys, pure energy. You know what else is pure energy? Carbon up with stuff like this, okay? You know what else? This is going to be in some snickerdoodle hummus. I'm just letting you know. And it's just peanut butters. It just contains peanuts. That's how we roll over here. And when we do open this, we do pour the oil out, which is just separated. It's not added in, by the way. It's just separated. Let me just explain. This has the fiber, the vitamins, the minerals, the nutrients, but it still is high in fat. So we want to take it easy with that. But when you're working out, when you're doing 100 miles, when you're crushing it, we have to have some of these things. We've got some salsa. I'm going to talk about how to turn this into the best taco salad on the planet, okay? High energy. This is it. Tomatoes, lycopene, life-saving stuff. We're going to be making some watermelon gazpacho, and it's going to have cucumbers in it. I've never made this, so you guys have to be here to watch us make this gazpacho soup. Has anybody had watermelon gazpacho? Let me know in the chat right now. I also have picked up some strawberry jam. It's nice to have some peanut butter and jelly once in a while. It's quick, it's easy. We of course have the mother of protein right here, lentils. We're gonna make the quickest, fastest, easiest lentils because I'm all about high energy and not taking I don't wanna be cooking all day, okay? I gotta be out there to slay. We've got some coconut water. That's going to be going in the watermelon gazpacho. Yeah, we're going to talk about the best ways to fuel up. No wonder people ask me all the time, how do you keep up? I'm like, well, I've been doing this for a while, and beans are a powerful powerhouse for protein, fiber, vitamins, minerals, and pure energy. Let's also talk about more corn right here. We're going to be making some awesome stuff tomorrow night. It's going to be great. We're done with this tomato paste. Got some tomato paste. We're going to be putting that into these lentil tacos. The lentils are already going to be made. So if you're watching in this group right here, get the lentils made. So when you get off class, you can be making this stuff right away. Let's get some soy in here. This is awesome. I mean, people are always asking, like, where do you get your protein? You guys, 7 grams. 7 grams in a serving of this. Get in class so we can get that nutrition education spread all over. I'm going to be using this silken milk to just take a swig, okay? I could be eating it into my oats. I could be putting it on rice. You could make mashed potatoes and just put this in it. You don't need to be putting that dairy milk that slows down the blood flow, affects your arteries, for goodness sakes. Why would we clog up these babies here? We want the oxygen, the blood flow, the VO2 to be maxed out. That's how we do it. As soon as you start drinking dairy milk, it's like putting this down your arteries. We're not going fast on that. We're not going fast with that, okay? We're going fast with stuff like this. Oh, can you guys guess what I'm getting excited about? Hello, lover. This is high energy right here. This is high energy, okay? Not 1, but 2. All I do is cut these up and steam these up. I'll be honest. John does a lot of that. Cut them up, steam them up, eat them up. High energy, okay? Loaded with fiber, vitamins, minerals, tons of protein, you guys. This is how we rest and repair, but I'm going to talk about how to get it in there, okay? Right there, more coconut water, because if I like this gazpacho, I'm going to make it again. If I like it, I'm going to make it again. We've got oranges. These are also loaded with vitamin C. This is essential for rest, recovery, repair after working out. We want the vitamin C up in there, okay? Where's those mangoes? We want to be talking about boosting glycogen. Oh, what do we have here? Give me a beat, you guys. Talk about high energy. This is the stuff that opens up your arteries. This is the stuff that gets that blood flow. This is the stuff that gets you recovering. We're going to talk about all these beautiful foods. I mean, this is the stuff that they aren't teaching in grade school, medical school, nutrition school, doctor school. So that's what we're doing over here at Plantspiration. I was flabbergasted. Where's those pictures? Oh my gosh, where are they? They were perfect. I was flabbergasted when I found out that we could actually reverse disease with plants like these. And my doctor wasn't telling me, but the science was all over the place. I mean, this is how I was living my life before. What is going on? This was me in my 20s. This was me in actually maybe 30. This was it. This was my life. I've never been this size. I've never looked like this. I didn't even know it was possible. I thought that this was genetics. I just thought genetically I'm going to be overweight. I'm going to be big boned. No, you guys, that's not how it works. It's what I learned to bring home. It's what I learned to eat. And now I'm bringing home stuff that makes me feel neat, because this is high energy. This is the stuff that's saving lives. People are, speaking of saving lives, this one's for Joe. Joe, I'm so proud of you out there. Joe came and stayed with us for a week to reverse his diabetes, and man, did he crush it. He came in with blood sugars were at 341, and in 48 hours we saw like one in the 130s. This is amazing what food can do. This stuff right here, low fat, high fiber. That's how you recover. That's how you repair. And that's how you guys get high energy. Lycopenes, we're going to be putting this in the kale salad, but you could be putting this on a piece of bread. You could chop it up on some potatoes. You could just eat them with a salad and some cucumbers. The hardest part of doing this is reminding yourself that you can. You can. We've got a society out there that isn't talking about plant-based. I mean, trust me, I wish I had commercials. Wait, let me reframe that. I can't wait till I have commercials all over TV saying, get in Plantspiration so you can learn how to prevent and reverse disease with foods like these. I mean, wouldn't that be incredible? Wouldn't that be incredible If people could learn how to do this, so simple with the easiest recipes, all the right tools. Talk about this, you guys. Let's get fired up about class tomorrow night. We're getting our heat on because that's high energy. That's how we roll over here. We shouldn't be dying of chronic disease. We should be dying of old age, living our best life. Look at these. My gosh, jalapeños loaded with cool stuff. I'm going to talk about it in tomorrow night's class. I can't give it all away right here. Give it away now. What else do we have? Grocery haul. Why don't you guys take a guess at how much I'm spending on this grocery haul? I don't see no numbers down there. This one tried to get away. Kale. Let's talk about the king of greens right here, you guys. Rich in antioxidants. I wiped out on my bike last week. I bit it, actually. I bit it. There's no way that I would be in one piece, and I mean this seriously. There would be no way that I would be in one piece if I wasn't pounding down a head of greens a day. My calcium is up. I have no problem with that. And unfortunately, that was the first thing that when my daughter came home and said she wanted to go vegan, I said, where are you going to get your calcium? Even most doctors don't know about that. You know how I know? I went to a dinner with the American Medical Association folks, and they didn't get all the nutrition education that I've got right here. So let's talk about these greens in class tomorrow night. I'm going to be making a kale salad that I actually went out into the public and I served it to everybody and they loved it. John, you remember that kale salad? Ooh, you guys are, oh boy, you guys are very close. The last two numbers that just came in are super close. I got 5 kale. Thank you to Larry. He brought this bad boy out for me so that I could eat my plants off. This is not about dieting. This is not about restricting. This is about eating things that are loaded with phytonutrients, vitamins, minerals, and things that bring you high energy. Pineapple right here contains bromelain. It eases soreness after exercise. Why do you think I'm eating my plants off? How do you think I could do all this stuff? You guys, I'm nourishing to flourishing. I'm fueling up like a maniac every day on foods like these. Mangoes right here. These are amazing. Mangoes, by the way, boost glycogen, rich in vitamin A, rich in vitamin C, and we're going to be putting them into chia puddings. Have you guys made chia puddings? Who's done that? We're going to be doing more of that. Let's talk about broccoli, the love of my life. If you don't have a backup break in case for emergency, you better get these in your freezer. You guys, you just have to cut open the bag, put them in the microwave, and steam them up and eat them up. High energy. Who's got time to be putting in 52 ingredients when you could shove that down the pipe and get out there and slay? That's how we do it. I don't have time to be messing. I mean, if you're into cooking, that's great. If you're into cooking, that's great. I'm not. I'm into crushing it. And I just want to get outside on my bike. I just want to run my business. I just want to help people prevent and reverse disease with foods like these. We've got berries, you guys, the highest antioxidants in the planet. Let's talk about slaying it right here. This is high energy. That's how we do it. Does anybody have any questions as I round up? Because somebody's winning the price today. More antioxidants. I'm putting these in smoothies every day to slay high energy right here. That's how we do it. What else do we have? Another broccoli, of course. That's how you slay. Okay? You just have to heat it up and you can eat one a day. Speaking of one a day, they weren't wrong. Apple a day can keep the doctor away. These things are loaded with fiber. These are easy to take. They're great for recovery. Eat your plants off, you guys. What else do we have? Is that it? That's the end? Oh my gosh, that's the end. You know what else was the end? When I thought I lost all my weight and I was in my skinny pants. You guys, these are my skinny pants. The ones that I said, no, I'm good. And then I ate my plants off with foods like this. Did you see that? Who doesn't want to learn the evidence behind preventing and reversing disease, losing weight and feeling great? This is why people are crushing it at Plantspiration. Can you hear me now? Get in class and let's learn how to kick some, you know what? Compare chia seeds to flax seeds. Is one better or are they equal? I love this question. So the first thing I'm going to tell you is, which one do you have? That's better. If you've got chia seeds, that's better than flax because you already have them in your house, so that's winning. Flax are awesome. You want to buy a whole flax. You want to be able to crunch them up in your blender while you're cooking them. So they're both fabulous. They both contain omegas. Flax has a lot of great stuff in it too. I would say, honestly, I lean to flax. Let's just be honest. I lean to flax, but both are amazing. And what's best is what you love and what you have on hand. And when you go to the grocery store, get some flax and you can put that in. But I would say use both. They're both great. All right, today's grocery haul of anti-inflammatory, muscle repair, recovery, workout, high energy is a total of I'm not done. 251.38. But actually, I forgot the thing that was great. Potatoes. This is high energy, pure energy. Complex carbohydrates, loaded with fiber, vitamins, minerals, even protein. When I did my 100-mile week, when I did my 50-mile ride, I packed my bags with potatoes, beans, tempeh, and antioxidants. That's how I ended up doing another 35 miles after I wiped out. With foods like these, you guys. I ate smoothies, I drank juices. I stopped and got a turmeric shot at some juice shop because I was like, I could use it. I'm banged up, for goodness sakes, and it got me through. Plants are awesome. Plants are high energy. Plants are medicine. And I want to see people eating their plants off. This is not the stuff that they're talking about in hospitals. I know, because I was there at the meeting saying we need to be talking about this stuff right here. After surgeries, in hospitals, in schools. This is the foods that we should be talking about and learning about and putting down our pipes. So I'm asking you guys to please pay it forward, get in class, join Plantspiration, and really learn the latest in evidence-based nutrition. There's so much information out there. It can be really overwhelming, but we make it really easy. And the testimonies speak for themselves. Check us out on Google. We're crushing it. Any other questions before I let you guys get out of here to slay? High energy today. I'm a poet and you didn't even know it. This Plantspiration group is amazing. The reason why I'm always talking about it and what I do is it's a lifestyle medicine approach. There's 6 pillars. The evidence shows that when we have community, when we have nutrition and whole food, plant-based, exercise, good sleep, removing risky substances, and stress management, that's what the evidence shows is how people are preventing, reversing disease, and learning how to get these healthy habits down that last a lifetime. You guys are awesome. Do you see that? This is how we do it. Do you want me to rip off 7 tips before I get out of here? Hello. I'm so glad that you're here, Barbara, eating your plants off. Tomorrow night's class, we're making lentil tacos, watermelon gazpacho, mango chia pudding, a taco kale salad. We're blowing it up tomorrow night. We might be 5 minutes over because there's going to be so much food, and all the foods that I'm going to teach you guys how to make, no confusion. You can eat all you want of it. You're going to learn how to really eat your plants off so that you can get outside, get that exercise, or maybe inside get that exercise, and actually learn how to recover. The number one reason for metabolic diseases is because people aren't getting enough nutrients. They're nutrient deficient. So why don't we get in here and really learn how to get this down so we can turn it around, okay? We're on the highway to health, and I need you guys to have some high energy. You let me know and I'll come speak at the VA. I do speaking engagements anytime, anywhere. Let me know and I'll be there. That's what I do. I teach people how to do this. Let me drop these tips and I'm going to get out of here. If you guys want to learn how to slay it, I'm going to give you my 7 top tips. Thank you. You can do this, first of all. You can do this. I do coaching almost every day at Plantspiration in the group, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. We have Saturday support and we have Wednesday cooking classes because seriously, this is what we know evidence shows us to prevent and reverse disease. So here's my tips. I want you guys to eat your plants off. No messing around. You got this. Don't be waking up saying this is too hard or I can't do this. If you tell your brain that, it's going to believe it. So I want you to eat your plants off. Now listen, throughout the whole community, it cannot be said enough. Going 100% is going to give you the fastest results. It makes it easy. It makes it feel good. So go 100%. Quit searching for recipes. You've got plenty. I mean, look at this. Those books aren't what saved my life. It's what I brought home from the grocery store and what I learned how to keep simple. So get into class because there's no messing around in there because you're going to get empowered in this class. You're going to empower yourself. I'm going to tell you mistakes happen. Don't worry about it. And we're really going to focus on what brings us joy on top of plants like these. You guys, I want you to text somebody you love. Don't forget to drink your water and tell everybody to get in class, to join Plantspiration. for your health, the animals, and the planet. Thank you guys so much. This is what we need. Get on the right side of history and slay. High energy.